Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and tonight we are going to be doing this cute turtle, very whimsical. This is the last one in this series that I'm going to be doing with the abstract shapes. This is sped up 2.5 times, so it did take a little over an hour and a half to do. This one was a little quicker. The more you do something, the quicker you become at it, and more confident in my choices than I was. And I decided for this one as well, I wanted it to have a more subdued background, and I wanted it to be more green than ocean blue. So that's what we're doing here, and I'm again using all my core colors. Kind of sticking with the core colors because I like how they move on the page and how they mix together and play together. Yeah, and I wanted to keep it consistent throughout the little series of paintings that I was doing. And a little bit of splattering for texture in the background. Not a lot, just a bit. I like it. I like the way it looks. I'm particularly fond of the four of these paintings that I've done over the last few weeks. I'm particularly fond of this one and the last one, the octopus, because I did the more muted, softer background and they stand out more on the page. I think that's why they're a little more graphic in that way. And I decided, like the other one, to go with a more muted color palette. I'm doing more greens, browns, bronze in this one than bright colors. I do like bright colors quite a lot, and I do struggle to choose muted colors purposefully. So a little bit of ochre, a little bit of sap green, kind of just dropping it on the page, getting in those base colors, trying to figure out how bright and how light, how deep and how dark I want to go. Dabbing in some of that green on the rock shapes just to start it out, to get things rolling, so that the color choosing isn't so much of a struggle as I work. I am using a little bit of iridescence. I'm mixing kind of a actually have the cards right here. I could just tell you the colors I was mixing. I was mixing transparent brown oxide with the gold and making this color, this kind of brown golden color. And quickly just blotting in, tapping in the color, trying not to be so exact with my painting, trying to keep it a little light and whimsical and free. I'm keeping my voice down because the baby's sleeping in the other room and I do not want to disturb her. So I will be speaking a little low in this one. I'm sorry if that is bothersome to anybody. And here I am mixing up kind of a green-based brown color. But I want it to be nice and dark. I want there to be a bit of contrast here and there. And then I decide, wait a minute. I want to put in some bronze first. This is metallic, the acrylic, Liquitex acrylic bronze, in their metallic colors. And it's a little gloopy. It's old. I didn't realize it wasn't going to go down smoothly on the paper. Sorry. I just filmed a couple of videos back to back, so my voice is a little scratchy. And I really wanted to get this voiceover done and put this video up tonight because it's Wednesday. It's Watercolor Wednesday, and this should have been up hours ago. Should have been up first thing this morning. I forgot to edit it and put it up. It's been filmed. I forgot. I filmed it on the same day that I filmed the octopus one. I just forgot to go back in and edit and put it up. So here we are at almost 10 o'clock at night on Wednesday. getting things done. And I do love how the bronze worked out. I think it looks really, really good. I do wish my colors on the turtle turned out a little more crisp, but aside from that, I really like the piece. I think it turned out really nice. I do like how muted and soft the background is, with the little, splash of elements floating in the water. If that's what this is, or in space. Maybe he's a space turtle. Who knows? He could be a space turtle. I have a space crab painting. Why not a space turtle painting? And I did go pretty quickly. Dab, dab, dab. Tap, tap, tap. Not really thinking. I was listening to TV show, I think, while I was doing this. Let's take another drink. But I wanted to go through and get all the bronze in. And I did that with this piece. I went ahead and got in all of this color and all of that color. Just one at a time. And did a lot of bouncing back and forth, just like I did in the other ones. So I'll let you watch while I banter about other things. In Friday's video, see that I did my nails. They're really pretty. They're blue, except for the ring finger on my right hand. I let my granddaughter paint the sparkle color on for me, and it's a little tore up. I need to gently wipe it off and redo it. I'll do that tomorrow. It's too late tonight. What else do I have going on? Friday's video is a pastel piece on black paper. I love it. It's a frog. He turned out great. Not fabulous, just great. I got the paper in a art box. So I went ahead and cut it in half because they came in these 4x9 sheets, which is an odd size for me to work in. So I went ahead and cut them into squares, and we have several of those videos coming our way. Going to do different. This one was pastel. The next one might be. I'm going to try colored pencil on it next time and see how that works out. If it eats up my colored pencils, it's like a very fine grain sandpaper, super super fine grain. And I really enjoy working on it. Here I'm putting in the bronze, popping that in. Doesn't that look nice? You kind of balanced. I like the balance of the piece visually. I did try purposefully to keep my control, so I'm holding the brush really far back just to give myself a little less control and just blob in the colors. Boop, 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 boop. And that's what I'm thinking as I'm doing it too. Boop, we got a little boop there, a little boop here. Here a boop, there a boop, everywhere a boop, boop. Oh, it amused me. Upside is I'm well enough I can laugh without having a coughing fit. Isn't that enjoyable? I like it. What else did I do? I'm babysitting my son's dog, Pugalicious. Her name is Tato. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I spend the night at his house and watch the tater tot until I get my own place. Then she's going to come to my house. I can't watch her here because she doesn't calm down enough with all the distractions with the baby here and the other dog. She's too nosy and too curious. And I figure in a few months, by the time I get my own place and get myself settled, she'll be so used to me watching her on the weekends, she won't be so bothered, and she'll settle down for bed at night without being a pain in the tuchus. Because we had to leave Friday. He dropped her off Friday, and I was like, we'll be fine. It's not a big deal. Thursday. I watched her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Because he had several days in a row that he had to work for training purposes. And now his schedule is Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, but it's 12-hour shifts. So, is it 12-hour shifts? No, it's not. No, it's not. I have to work that out. It's 10-hour shifts. Either way, those are long shifts for those of us who only work 8-hour shifts on our regular jobs. But we had to leave because she would not settle down. She was beside herself, and she has a really bad separation anxiety from him. And I apparently am the only other person that she greets with like utter excitement. And he feels better with me watching her than leaving her on her own, or because she'll just howl and bark and howl and bark. Or with his friends, who Kate will watch her, but he feels better with me watching her. So I took the mantle. I'm doing the nan job, right? So I'm watching her on the weekends until Kate gets better. She has some health issues right now, so Kate will step in when eventually and help out with the tater tot watching. I call the dog Tater Tot because everyone wanted her to be named like Potato or something potato related because she's cute and she looks like a little potato. So Sun settled on Tato, and I tend to call her my teeny tiny Tater Tot. So she's my teeny tiny Tater Tot, and she actually answers to it. I call her Tot and Tater and Tater Tot. Poor thing. But she did really good over the course of the day. She got used to settling in at night, used to Dad leaving and me stepping in at 9, and us going to bed at like 11, and then me taking off at 7:30ish when he gets home. So she's doing much better than she did here. I just couldn't get her to settle down. So we took off because I knew she was going to howl and bark and wake up the baby and get Caesar barking, and that would upset Heather. And then, there's no point in upsetting this house when Son's house is empty and I can just go there. And it's comfortable. I'm completely comfortable spending the night over there. So, yeah. So I'm watching Tater Tot for now for the foreseeable future, every weekend until I get my own place, and then he can bring her to my place in the evening and drop her off and pick her up in the morning before he goes home. Like every parent does. Drop them off at daycare and then pick them up on your way back home. So there's that. I've been doing that. Being there so long did cut into the YouTube schedule quite a lot. I did bring art stuff over to do and my camera and all the things, but she just will not settle down enough for me to do anything other than hold her and go to bed. Hold her, play with her, take her out for a little walk before bed so that she can go poop and go pee, get out some zoomies. And then by the time we get back in, she is if not ready, at least willing to lay down and chillax. So yeah. I think the turtle's coming out pretty cool. I kind of focused on the turtle first without even realizing that's what I was doing. I kind of got the turtle done and then moved on with the rest of the piece. So that's what you're seeing right now is me figuring out the shell. It's not quite turning out the way I want it to. It's kind of a odd view, an odd angle. And my thoughts about how the patterns on the shell should look and all that and the detailing it. I'm like, you're not even going to see it at this angle. I don't know why I'm so stressed out about it. But I did struggle with it for a little hot second. And then I'm mixing up the color for the eye. It's traditional colors that I mixed together to get that black that I like. It's dioxazine purple, ultramarine blue, and either neutral tint or Payne's gray. I mix them together in pretty equal amounts, and it gives you that nice deep dark black. And this way too, if I do thin it out in any areas to use as shadows later, it'll look blue purple, which is a nice shadow color as opposed to just a flat gray. Although neutral tints do tend to lean either blue, gray, or green, and the ones that I have tend to lean a little purple, blue, gray, or green. The neutral tints are meant to be a gray, and they either lean, for me visually, green, blue, or purple. And the ones I have, I feel lean more purple than anything. So yeah, there's that information. This is the Qor neutral tint, and it is very much a purple leaning one. If you're interested, if you're interested, I did do a swatch book of all of my paints, and it is in my swatches, my palettes and swatches playlist. You can see all of my grays and neutral tints, all the colors I have along those lines, I put on one sheet so that I could tell which neutral tints and which indigos I have and how leaning they are. And if I do want to pick up a different one, I know what ones I have, and I know which way they lean. So do I need another blue leaning indigo or another... all the indigos lean more blue, but more of a I don't know how to less bright and vibrant, more of a deeper hue. At any rate, that's in that playlist if you want to check out the different grays and indigos that I have throughout the different brands. I have several. It filled a whole page. It's crazy. Indigo is one of my favorite colors, and I tend to be a little silly about when I see a tube of indigo. I'm like, oh, indigo, hello. Would you like to come home with me? I do that with dioxazine purple and any kind of neutral tint or Payne's gray. I tend to really assess whether or not I need another one because I have so many. I really probably don't need another one. I'm balancing out the green on the turtle by putting that same dark green in the little bubbly elements. Rocks, stones, I don't know. Debris. Space rocks. That'd be meteors, right? Or comets. Well, if these were meteors or comets, we'd be in big trouble. This turtle would be in some danger. Danger! So they're just gently floating space rocks. If that's a thing. It is today. What else have I been up to? I started my new job. For those of you that don't know, I am I contract out from a company. I work for a company that contracts me out. So I will contract out to other companies through them. And I'm on a new contract. So that started Monday. It's a little disconcerting. They're doing a changeover and they're training me in the system that they are not going to be using anymore. Which is fine. I very rarely, if ever, went back to the old system once I was in the new system. When we did a system changeover within the company for accounting, I do accounts payable, just so you're aware, which is entering in invoices. If you don't know what accounts payable is, we've taken the invoices, whether through email or snail mail, and enter them into the system, make sure they match the PO and the packing slip, and there aren't any discrepancies, and if there are, you have to work that out. And then generally speaking, you pay the bills and do month-end close stuff. So I am contracted doing as a data entry person for this company, kind of backup for their current team for the next 3 to 6 months throughout their system changeover. I'm like support staff to keep things running smoothly in the background, as smoothly as I can, while they figure out the ups and downs and back and forth of how they're going to do things within the new system. And it's very new for them. It's a system I've used before. I'm very familiar with it. And I even actually answered some questions in our afternoon meeting about the system. And they're not really speaking about the new system correctly. They're speaking about it as if it were the old system that they've used instead of a completely new animal. And it is a very much completely new high-end animal compared to what they were using before. So, yeah, I'm doing that. Tomorrow is going to be a pretty busy day with data entry, getting things entered in. It's their cutoff for entering is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So after 2, I probably won't have a lot to do, but that's okay. That's all right. I've got all kinds of art things to do. I can set up videos. I can work in a sketchbook, whatever. So tomorrow I'll have some serious downtime in the afternoon. And then Friday's going to be challenging because they're doing month-end close. And they're probably not going to need me. And there's one other person from the company that I work for that is contracted in as well, Ron. And he and I aren't going to have really a lot to do on Friday, all day Friday. So we might do some training with the supervisor in Oracle, which would be ideal. Or at least I'm going to mention to her sometime tomorrow, if they don't really have anything for us to do, I at least want to go through the 5-hour training that they already did for AP. I mean, it's boring. It's going to be boring. I know that already. Watching other people train is not entertaining. But I would like to watch through their 5-hour training that they already have recorded and out there and free to use. So I think I might ask her if it's okay if I do that tomorrow in my downtime, and then on Friday, like peruse through that and then hit her with any questions I might have about the new system and see if she can answer them. And if she cannot, then she can at least find the answer before next week hits. They are go live in the new system and closing down the old system except for viewing Monday morning. So, of course, everybody's stressed out. And I just think it's funny because I've been through so many system changes that it is old hat for me at this point. It's not that big a deal. Kind of, and I know change is super hard and rolling with the punches is really difficult. But I found that if you just try to not control the situation, once again, wicked hard for a lot of people, and just roll with the fact that treat it like it's a new job. Instead of treating it like it's a system change, treat it like you got a whole new job, because that's essentially what it is. You're doing the same tasks within a brand new system, and everybody's learning at the same time. Everybody across the board is new to it, and you just got to kind of support each other and ask questions and be logical and try to figure it out as you go. And don't panic, because panic is where you make, silly decisions, right? You make a wrong choice. How you feeling about the turtle? I'm thinking he looks super cool. Oh, I got on my checking messages on my phone. Sorry. Boop, 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 boop. Put the phone down, lady. Put the phone down. There we go. I'm all right. It was a challenging evening. Kept getting interrupted. So sorry about this downtime right here. I did not know there was so much downtime. What is happening? I just disappeared. Enjoy the view, people. I've got things to do. Most likely my granddaughter or my daughter stepped in and they are talking to me and I'm not registering that I'm going to forget to cut this part out. And then I bump it. I probably bumped the whole thing with my chair. All right. So far the turtle's looking pretty good. I'm digging all the colors. I really like the metallics. I think they look really nice. That bronze color throughout the stones and the deep dark greens. I think that looks really, really nice. I should have maybe splattered some gold, little flecks, or not gold, bronze, little flecks around. Now that I'm looking at it again, man, I just disappeared. There I am. It is really hard to get work done with people in the house that have no qualms about coming in the space and standing behind me and just kind of hanging out until I pay attention to them. Or full on just talking over what I'm doing, which is also frustrating. So here we go. Back into it. And I think I'm going in with, the silver at this point. I decided I wanted an even more like iridescent kind of pop to the piece. So, and there is a nice shine with the bronze, but I feel like there needed to be a little more like pop. And I feel like the silver does that. I feel like it gives it that little bit extra zing, if you will. I am getting super tired. Getting up at 6 in the morning and then not going to bed till 10 or 11 is questionable for me. Over the years, the last 3-4 years, I've discovered that my body requires 8 hours of sleep for me to function at my optimum. And if I don't get it, I have literally fallen asleep while painting. I've nodded off, just kind of pause and drift away. And you do that head bob thing and realize that you're filming a video and if you're this tired, you should probably go to bed and continue tomorrow. I have nodded off sitting at this table reading my book about Hurt Myself. I've nodded off while at work. I've never done that before. Just kind of pause, and my daughter walked in one day. I was sitting here sitting in my chair, so hard asleep from lack of sleep that I was snoring. And she scared the crap out of me that day. She touched my shoulder and woke me up. Jumped out of my skin. But yeah, my body definitely requires the 8 hours. Otherwise, I am not at optimal functioning parameters. So yeah, after this, I'm gonna get this at least uploading so that it can go up tomorrow morning, if at the latest. And I apologize for this going up late. I'm sure you guys are tired of this series, and anyways, it's not doing all that well on the YouTubes. But I committed to it, so I'm finishing it. So there we are. And then Friday's video is a pastel piece, which is great. And I already have content lined up for the weekend that I should have put up last weekend but didn't. And I don't even know if I should at this point. I'll probably just compile the video. It's my my book journal video. I haven't caught it up in 2.5 months, so I have. I caught it up, but I didn't put the videos out. I didn't finish. So I have March and April and May. March and April are done, but I didn't ever put the videos up because I had to do the ending. and close it out and process it and get it up. And then now May is done. I actually read a lot this month. So I need to catch up my May reading thing. So that'll be up this weekend. And then I'm going to work in my art journal as well. I might do that tomorrow in my downtime if I can. Astra's not going to be here tomorrow evening, so I have all evening tomorrow evening and all evening Friday evening until 9. Well, till 8. I should get out there around 8, 8:30. Leave here around 8, 8:30 to get out to Son's on time for him to go to work. So I'll have all evening until I have to leave on Friday to do art as well. And then, because I get off work at 4, so from 4 till like 8, that's several hours to do art. Without the Astrid Estelle here, and Heather won't be here either for part of the day. So yeah. And then Saturday is an art day as well, unless Dave and I have plans that I don't know about. We'll have to figure that out. So yeah, here's our painting all done. I'm going to take off the tape and do a little bit of close-up shots and be done. I love how this turned out. Look at that. It's a bit more graphic looking. And the turtle and the elements, the decorative elements around him don't disappear into the background, which I really, really like. And there we go. There's our piece. I'm so excited. I love the elements so much. And here's our close-up. Na-na. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this little chit-chat session. And let me know what you think in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.